It is World Diabetes Day. Diabetes affects 1 in 10 people in this country. It's a lifelong disease. It can be difficult to manage. But for World Diabetes Day, health specialist Leah Sarich is here with research underway at the U of C and helping patients to get better care, avoid complications with the help of technology.
Yeah, technology is what it's all about. So yes, Jill, 1 in 3 Canadians already has diabetes or pre-diabetes, and that number, of course, is only set to rise as our population ages. So I spoke with one of the diabetes care providers in the city, endocrinologist Dr. Rabi, and she says, diabetes is really very complicated, particularly for the patient. It requires a lot of work on their part to manage those blood sugars, to track their fitness, what they're eating, and to manage all of that, those insulin levels and so forth. Dr. Rabi says patients need better tools to help them, and she and her research team are looking into some technology that can help.
What we envision is that we'd have either an application or an information platform that would allow patients to bring all of this information together. So they could collect it using whatever tools that they want, but at the end of the day, they would have all of those pieces talking to each other and telling them what might be helpful in terms of insulin adjustments, what might be helpful in terms of activity prescriptions for the day, and things that they might just want to get a heads up about. Oh, by the way, your period's next week, you might want to do an insulin adjustment. Oh, by the way, you're pregnant, we might want to do some adjustments here. But again, using that smart technology to really help enable patients make good decisions about their care.
Yeah, so Dr. Rabi says, yes, there are technologies like you're seeing here, the classic blood glucose sugar monitor. And then there's all those apps on your phone to track your fitness levels or track what you're eating, but they don't talk to each other. And that's where the problem is, she says. So that's the kind of technology they're trying to get, because patients really do get frustrated with these technologies because they don't give them the information that they need to take to their care provider and say, okay, this is what I'm doing and this is what's happening with me. And of course, if they aren't managing their diabetes properly, then you get those complications. And those complications, of course, can be very serious. So things like kidney failure, heart disease, lower limb amputation, blindness, very serious disabilities and problems. And of course, it's those complications that again land people in hospital and can cause great dollars, right, for the healthcare system, and also great disability in these patients. So the idea is to prevent that stuff before it even happens. So Dr. Rabi is hoping their tool will help avoid all of that.
We're actually looking at not only existing technologies and how we might be able to leverage those in terms of improving care, but we're also we're very excited about some work that we're doing with computer science to sort of figure out how we might even develop tools that allow patients to collect the information that's really important to them, and again, how we can distill it down so it's useful not only to them but their healthcare team. Because in this information age, sometimes we can be inundated with health information, and that's not what we want. What we want is to try to identify the most useful pieces of information that can help patients with diabetes be healthier.
So Dr. Rabi tells me she and her researchers are talking to both patients and providers right now to find out what information is the most helpful when it comes to managing their disease. She says this new technology should be in development right away, if not by next year, and they're hoping to get some kind of technology that they can test in patients by early next year.
All right.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, good stuff. More information on your blog.
Yeah, you bet. I'll have more information on my blog, as always.
Okay.
And we'll, of course, keep you posted on that when they're looking for people to participate in that clinical trial.
Breakfasttelevision.ca for more information and information on the forecast. We turn things over to Andrew Schultz.